Top 10 Most Popular Sports in Africa. Hello Displorers, welcome to another informative video presented to you by Displorer and thanks for watching. In this video we shall count down the top 10 most popular sports in Africa. Sports in Africa traces its origins far back in history, and the continent is now widely recognized globally for its excellence in various sporting fields. Africa has become a bedrock of vibrant sporting talent that cuts across various disciplines. Sports is widely respected across the continent because it brings people together, irrespective of their culture and social affiliation. Today, the sporting industry continues to positively contribute to the African economy. Africa now enjoys an equal opportunity to host high-profile global sporting events that have put Africa on the international sports map. Notable African sports personalities have raised the profile of the continent by excelling in various sporting disciplines and are now global sport personalities. Well, while every sport discipline is gaining increasing popularity on the continent, some sports are more popular than others, and here are the top 10 most popular sports in Africa. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Number 10. Golf. Golf is a minority sport in Africa, but in recent years, this millionaire game is gaining a lot of grounds. It's become so popular, so much so that several tournaments have been co-sanctioned by the European Tour, such as the South African Open, South African PGA Championship, Alfred Dunhill Championship, Nedbank Golf Challenge, Africa Open, Joburg Open, and Tshwane Open. Notable African golfers include Bobby Luck, winner of the British Open 4 times in 1949, 1950, 1952 and 1957. Gary Player, winner of the British Open in 1959, 1968 and 1974. The Masters in 1961, 1974 and 1978. The PGA Championship in 1962 and 1972. And the US Open in 1965. Ernie Els, winner of the 1994, 1997 US Open, and 2002 British Open. Nick Price, winner of the 1992 and 1994 PGA Championship and 1994 British Open. Retief Goosen, Trevor Immelman, Louis Oosthuizen, and Charles Schwartzel. Number 9. Boxing. Boxing has changed its trends on the continent in several ways, given the number of superstars it has created, as well as the rush by many fans to watch it. Louis Fall was the first African world boxing champion, and 4 decades later, another boxing world champion, Richard Ehetu, got it too. Meanwhile, there was little administrative framework for professional boxing in Africa until 1973, when representatives of 9 African nations created the African Boxing Union. On October 30, 1974, Muhammad Ali and George Foreman fought for a heavyweight title in Zaire, which became known as Rumble in the Jungle. And after that, Africa has produced many world champions, with Azuma Nelson the most well-known. Number 8. Basketball. Since its introduction in the 1960s, basketball has been increasingly popular, and it's played across the continent. Young African boys and girls love basketball, and it's widely played in neighborhoods for fun, as well as dominate school competitions. When you travel to many African cities, you will see numerous youngsters dressed in sweatshirts, vests, and t-shirts with the names of famous NBA players. Both public and private schools have availed basketball training facilities that allow you to get better at their playing skills. In recent times, the number of professional teams has increased, with many basketball clinics organized to improve the quality of basketball. Some of the countries where basketball is common include Egypt, Tunisia, Cameroon, Ghana, Uganda, Kenya, and Nigeria. Famous Africans who have played on the international stage include former NBA stars Hakeem Abdul-Olajuwon and Dikembe Mutombo. Number 7. Rallying. Motor rallies in Africa are known all over the continent and globally, making rallying one of the most popular sports in Africa. The rugged African roads and off-road terrain is a favorite for rally lovers. African rallies are considered to be the most challenging in the world and bring together renowned and upcoming rally drivers. The number of spectators has continued to grow every successive year as various events are staged around the continent. Countries where rallying is common include Kenya, Senegal, Zimbabwe, and Uganda. And championships such as Africa Rally Championship, East African Safari Classic Rally, Uganda's Pearl of Africa Rally, and more have done more to foster the game's popularity. Despite many rallying tournaments on the continent facing numerous challenges, such as lack of adequate sponsorship, the sport is still popular. Number 6. Wrestling. Wrestling has always been part of many African communities since time immemorial, where wrestling matches were common in village arenas. This tradition has continued in many communities to this day, particularly in Senegal, Sudan Nubian communities, and southern Egypt, where wrestling is quite popular. Successful wrestlers are well respected and become famous celebrities. Nubian wrestling dates back over 3,000 years and is one of the most ancient martial arts. Ahead of soccer, wrestling is the favorite sport in Senegal, which has played a key role in social integration and economic empowerment. Aside from being a sport, it is a perfect representation of African culture and tradition. Number 5. Cricket. Cricket is a popular sport in Africa, especially in South Africa, Kenya, and Zimbabwe. Just like other sports, cricket has become popular and appreciated across the continent, unlike a few decades ago when only white people were allowed to play cricket in South Africa due to apartheid policy, leading to South Africa being banned from participating in international cricket for over 20 years. In the 1992 World Cup fixture against Sri Lanka, Omar Henry was the first South African black player in history to play for the national team. In 2003, Africa hosted the Cricket World Cup, which was co-hosted by South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Kenya. Cricket is also being used to empower communities, with a perfect example being the youthful Maasai warriors in Kenya, who have abandoned the traditional spear and are using cricket to help fight outlawed female genital mutilation in Kenya. This applaudable community initiative has earned the team a lot of admiration, support, and global recognition. Other countries where cricket is played include Botswana, Namibia, Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia, Sierra Leone, and Nigeria. Number 4. Athletics. Africa is an athletics powerhouse, especially in field and track events, where the continent has performed extremely well in global competitions. The history of athletics in Africa stretches back to the time of Reggie Walker, a South African sprinter who became the first African to win an Olympic 100-meter gold medal in 1908. As countries started gaining independence, athletics continued to increase in popularity, with many key personalities winning major international races. Excellent talent on the continent has seen African athletes shine and break major world records at high-profile global sporting events. Several countries such as Kenya, Ethiopia, South Africa, and Algeria are known for their sterling athletic performance, which has played a huge role in promoting Africa as a sports continent. Africa has produced some of the most appealing athletes of all time, where, according to IAAF World Championships Athletics all-time medal table data, Kenya tops in African medal standings with 128 medals, Ethiopia with 72 medals, and South Africa with 21 medals. Number 3. Cycling. Even though cycling has always been associated with Western nations, the sport has increasingly become popular in Africa. Cycling is a fast-growing sensation and very popular in South Africa, which is famous for its scenic and exciting cycling routes. The diverse cycling routes allow participants to encounter various ecosystems, to include streets lined with trees and luscious vineyards. The Cape Town Cycle Tour, which attracts over 35,000 cyclists, is the world's largest individually timed cycling race in the world. Countries famous with the sport include Eritrea, Ethiopia, Kenya, Algeria, and of course South Africa. Number 2. Rugby. The popularity of rugby has increased rapidly, especially in the recent years when the sport has gained a foothold in a couple of countries in Africa, with South Africa alone having over 600,000 registered rugby players. Rugby's popularity on the continent began in South Africa, where it played a key role in ushering in South Africa's post-apartheid era. Other African countries that have excelled in this sport include Kenya, Namibia, and Ghana. Rugby played a huge role in calming down racial tensions in South Africa, While in Kenya, the rugby industry has grown rapidly, with the International Annual Safari Sevens tournament attracting participants from all over the world. The number of rugby players has been increasing steadily, with South Africa having over 600,000 registered rugby players, Kenya with 40,000, of whom 3,000 are women and 30,000 are teenagers. According to World Rugby Rankings released on 17 July 2017, South Africa was ranked 5th globally behind New Zealand, England, Ireland, and Australia. Number 1. Football. From north to south, east to west, football is no doubt Africa's most popular and favorite sport. Football is an incredible, exciting game with origins tracing back to the 1800s when the British, French, and Portuguese colonialists introduced the sport to Africa. Unlike other sports, football requires minimal resources, and for this reason it has penetrated every part of Africa. With youngsters playing and screaming to the joy of the game across the continent, it's no wonder many football stars began their careers on local football pitches. The proliferation of African football clubs began more than 50 years ago, and since then, the number of professional football clubs and leagues have been on the rise. Today, there are many local as well as regional and continental football leagues across Africa. Many football clubs in Africa receive sponsorship from private sector and government as well, which has increased the popularity of the game. Today, over 100 players drawn from various African teams on the continent play in the First Division League in Europe, United States, and also South America. In 2010, South Africa hosted the FIFA World Cup for the first time on African soil, which was a major boost for African soccer. Countries well known for their soccer prowess having performed well in global tournaments include Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, Cameroon, Tunisia, and Senegal, while notable African football personalities include Samuel Eto'o, Didier Drogba, Emmanuel Adebayor, Yaya Toure, as well as many others. Interestingly, more than 80% of African players who play in World Cup play for various clubs in Europe. There you have it, explorers. Those were the 10 most popular sports in Africa. Thanks for watching this video, and if you did enjoy this video, do want to give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends.